Hello, hello. Your new favorites first. Hello, yes, you are first. Well, if anybody's in here, hello. Gonna be doing some more Ace Attorney tonight. It's been a couple weeks since the last one. I'm gonna be doing it solo tonight. So, go ahead and give it a minute if anybody does decide to pop in. If not, no worries. Have 400 followers now, so thank you so much, everybody. I'm in the process of planning some form of 400 follower celebration, because I've wanted to do one at 200, I wanted to do one at 300, and I never really planned anything, so I'm gonna try and do something within the next week or two. Yeah, if anybody's in here, I hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good day. We're on case number 4, and I believe we're in the midst of investigation. So normally I try and wrap up at the end of an investigation or at the end of a trial session. But I think last time we left off in the middle of a investigation. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this show on the road. Oh, I saw no save data and fucking... It's like, what? I think my mouse is messing up because it's like it's scrolling with that on its own or something. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, I think the last thing we were doing was we were in the boat rental place. And we were talking with the caretaker. The Polly the parrot in there said something about the DL6 case, and that piqued our interest. So we need to figure out more about the DL6 case. Hey, thank you, Cadaverous, for the host. So I believe we need to go to Gumshoe. Alright, here we go. It's December 26th. Police Department. Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
Alright, let's talk to Dick. You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake?
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Huh? How'd you... Huh? That was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective?
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious. Alright, let's go into this. Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Huh?
We need to know about the DL6 incident.
That was when Edgeworth's father died.
Oh wait, no, that was Phoenix. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
Shit, this fucking controller. Rumbling. What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, Well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
Alright, so I need to present something to show him that the DL6 incident is related to the current case. Well, here's something about DL6. Could be this parrot that responds to, or mentions something about DL6. Let's see if that's it.
Well, what's that? A parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6.
What?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk!
Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait! What if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick! You think he might be?
Ugh. I'll get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
All right. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick. To the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. All right. So let's move on in to the records room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick! I found out where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Alright, I guess we'll go through them all. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2:00 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours! That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here! Found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father? From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Interesting. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it! But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. So, Chris. Yeah, I don't know. Is it Yanni or Yanni? I don't know. Yanni? Yanni Yogi? Yanni Yogi? He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick? Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much! We'll never get it out! You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Alright. We got what we need, apparently. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Oh, so we were really close. I guess last week, or 2 weeks ago, Novi and I could have just made it to this point, and it probably would have been fine, but we just wanted to be safe. Alright, so we'll save. Yeah, I swear something's wrong with my mouse. It, like, it's, like, scrolling automatically. It was doing that in Marbles, I noticed, too. It's weird. Okay, we already saved, so we're good. Alright, December 27th, 10 a.m. So it's the next morning. It's time for court.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements, so... Objection! Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
What? Hey, Reese.
Objection! Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Objection! Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession.
It's not really, I don't know, it's not a fucking bumblebee.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake.
I don't really know what the fuck. Novi gave him a completely different voice, but that's alright.
And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
So Reese and Cadaverous, hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. I'm gonna go ahead and raise an objection. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Objection! Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
Did somebody say 3 minutes? 3-minute warning comes out, fucking destroys Phoenix Wright.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah?
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Oh, he can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incidents in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. The night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yeah. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yeah. When I looked out the window, well, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
This voice is still evolving.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. What? There was nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination.
Hey, that's not how it works, dude.
Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now.
Yes. Mr. Wright?
What the fuck is this shit? Of course I'm gonna cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. You may begin. Roarg! Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed! I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, this first night, since like the first or second one, that I'm doing all the voices, so we'll see how if I lose my voice by the end of this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save. But I hope everybody's doing well out there. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Going solo tonight. Alright, here we go. Let's start pressing. Hold it! Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Objection! I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
God damn it.
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Oh, yeah.
You see? Continue.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on this girl, Keithy boy.
Keith, objection! The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
And where did the bang seem to come from? Oh, this animation every time.
Well, from the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there, yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time? So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Alright, that's good that they're lining up, I guess. By your window?
Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. But he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, Obi-Wan.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
That's not good. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he walked by, too.
Holy shit.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
And he's dead.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Tisk.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick, or this trial is going to be over. Should I raise an objection or wait and see what happens? Well, I'll tell you, we've never gotten anything out of waiting and see what happens. So we're going to save just in case. And then we're going to raise an objection. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Let's raise another objection. Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please? Can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you.
Tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What?
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty.
Oh, fuck! That's not good. I think I just failed.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait! Okay, thank fuck. I don't know who just said that. Oh, who said that?
Who was that just now?
Me! Huh? What? Oh, Larry. Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too.
What? Order. What?
Hold on.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you had a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting in the audience here and listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Boom, boom.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What?
All right, so we're getting another chance here.
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
All right, here we go. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Humph. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Oh, that was more of a question. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in that air tank that night. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? What do you mean, what's wrong? He's been accused of murder, and it's, you know, the odds are stacked against us. It looks like he's probably gonna fucking be accused. Like, you know, he basically just got the guilty verdict. And we only were saved by Larry Butts, so that's probably what's wrong. It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Sploosh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Which is not good. Or maybe it is. Alright, back to it.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right! Leave it to me! Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Alright, here we go. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang! I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. All right. Let's do some pressing. The night of the murder. Hold it!
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. Guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Oh. Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case. Humph. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick? It's a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Alright, so we're back at the beginning. So I need to present something somewhere. I think it's obviously about the one bang versus two bangs thing. That's what I'm thinking. I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. He made sure to say single gunshot. So, I could, well, there's a few things I could, I could present Lotta's testimony, which said she heard 2 gunshots. I think that would be the best thing to present here. So, here we go, and... Fuck yeah. Well, wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Thank God.
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Wow, that changes things.
Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
I think he needs to continue it. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, a character from Street Fighter, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. So, you turned on the radio. Right! I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve? Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. Witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? He's sweating a lot. Definitely sus. What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could come knowing what a radio DJ said to us? Said to us.
Indeed, Mr. Moncarma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. Well, we should care for some reason, I'm sure. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court.
What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. I pressed them all already, didn't I? I pressed every single statement, so I must have to present something. At least I thought I did. Well, this picture is from 12:15 a.m. on 12/25. But the radio DJ said it's almost Christmas, which would be before midnight. So maybe that's it. But here it says sometime on the 24th or 25th. But the picture does say this. I'm going to present this.
Yes!
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
12:25, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Oh! Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
I think that he's... I think he's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight, because it said there were multiple gunshots, so it was probably one of the other gunshots, which means there was gunshot before the murder picture.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Okay, we can do this. Could be this, because this was taken on Christmas Eve from a loud noise. That loud noise could be a gunshot. This says it was fired 3 times, but that doesn't necessarily prove that it was before midnight. Oh, but she says 2 after midnight. I think I'm going to go with what I said here, the second lake photo, because it shows an empty lake taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. This proves that there was a loud banging noise at 11:50 p.m. to trigger that, right? So I'm going to say it.
Take that!
Here we go.
Look at this photograph!
Why does he... I swear, like... They say that on purpose. What year did that song come out? Okay, I need to know which came first, this game or that song. I'm looking it up. 2005? So Photograph may have been inspired by this game. I bet that... maybe I said this before. Yeah, I bet that Chad Kruger is a big Ace Attorney fan. Played this a lot. Got the inspiration for the song off that. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. It's a good point.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Ah!
Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that it is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight.
Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There was no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot.
He has a point there, though.
Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot?
I sure can. I'm so sure that I'm going to save right before I do it.
Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Well, my first thought is this, because it says it was fired 3 times. That's not really a whole lot of proof. Yeah, I don't think this is going to help us here, but... Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is the gun, because it said it was fired 3 times and we're only talking about 2. I mean, it doesn't really... I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, this is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. Yeah, there we go. They were talking about 2 gunshots, but it was fired 3 times. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
Well, what do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. 15 after midnight, I guess. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
All right, things are getting serious. We've done quite an accusation here. Okay, so who's on the boat? The murderer and Hammond, Edgeworth and the murderer, or Edgeworth and Hammond? Well, one of them is Edgeworth. We know that much. Okay. If it's Edgeworth and Hammond, then that's either saying Edgeworth did shoot Hammond or Hammond shot Edgeworth. Edgeworth and the murderer would mean that the person who maybe already killed Hammond is taking his place on the boat. So I think it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right. It's... Well, it's not Edgeworth. It's not Lotta Hart. I don't know. I mean, it's not Lotta Hart, right? Maybe I'm supposed to say I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. Oh, big claim here. Big claim. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Well, alright, so here's a map. This is where Larry's fucking concession stand is. Here's the boat rental shop. And here's Lotta Hart's campground. Well, I think if the caretaker killed him, he probably killed him right at his shack. Right? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something.
Look at him moving around there. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Ah! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Alright, here we go. We're giving our own, not really testimony, but giving our own account of what we think happened. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
And who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Was it Edgeworth, or was it the boat shop caretaker? Well, it's obviously not Edgeworth. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth, on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Because the first shot missed, or to create a witness? Well, I don't think he was intending to kill him. I mean, maybe he was. If he was trying to frame him, he wouldn't actually be trying to hit him. So he could have been trying to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Wow, I mean, luckily Phoenix thinks outside the fucking box. And doesn't just go with the predictable thing, because it might save his ass.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important.
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor! Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared!
He isn't at the shop either!
What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
So that's not sus at all. The fucker's escaping. I mean, he's being technically he's being accused of murder, and he bails. That's pretty sus.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Have I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Hey, Road to Creations. How's it going? Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? I'm beat man from the gym. I'm always on late. Yeah, it's about 8 p.m. for me, so... But I guess, yeah, it's a lot later for you. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. Ah! My hole! My hole! I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time. My muscles hurt. Gotta lay down and sleep. Yeah, it's pretty late. 3 a.m. I would definitely be sleeping. But thank you for popping in here. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. To be continued. Ooh. All right. So I believe there's one more investigation and one more trial. But I'm deciding if I want to, because I reached the stopping point here. This is a pretty short stream, only a little over an hour. But I'm deciding if I want to just call it here and wait until next time to have a guest on maybe, and because it's a smaller crowd tonight, which is cool. I really appreciate everybody who has stopped in. I hope you've been having a good time and enjoying the game. But this is like the final case, other than the 5th case of the game is like an added on DLC thing. I'm still going to do it. And it's a very good case. It's very difficult and very long. But this one we're on right now is kind of like, it's basically the final case of the game. And you know, people might want to see where it goes. Not saying it would be beat next stream because it's an investigation and a trial. It might not all happen at once, but more people might want to see like the finale if they've been following along. And maybe next time I could have a guest to read voices with and take less of a toll on my voice. Although it is actually fun doing all the voices. It is kind of cool to get to do some of the other ones. But I don't know. I think we'll just call it here. Make it a short stream. If that's cool with you guys. I do appreciate anyone and everyone who's either stopped in or have been watching the whole time. We finished part of an investigation. We finished part of a trial. So we made some progress. It's definitely sus because now the caretaker, the boat caretaker, it's pretty sus. Oh, well, I don't have to be, Reese. It's just I was thinking about stopping because I made it to a save point. It's kind of a small crowd tonight, not too many people, and this is the final case of the game if you don't include Rise of the Ashes, which is a DLC case. And I didn't know, if people want to actually be here for the kind of finale of it. And I'm doing all the voices myself, so it's kind of taking a toll. And I like to kind of stop it at good stopping points, and this kind of is one. But I could keep going if you guys want. I know there's only a few people here. But I mean, I'm down either way. I can go longer. Well, I guess nobody in particular, I guess, other than just anyone who's been at most of the other streams for this game. I know they probably don't care, but I was just saying if they have any interest in seeing where this case goes. But I am tempted to just wrap it up. But I guess I could always just do some of the investigation. I don't have to do the whole thing. Well, either way, I'll take a short break. I'm going to get a drink. When I come back, I guess I'll have decided if I'm going to just wrap the stream up here or if I'm going to keep going. So, I'll be back shortly. Just going to grab a drink. So, we'll be right back. Yeah, I mean, I'll do whatever sounds best. I'll think about it. And we may wrap it up when I get back or we might keep going on. So, I do appreciate it, Reese, that you're here and that you have an interest in wanting to see it. I don't want to deny that from you for sure. I do really appreciate it. I'm happy you're here. And I hope you've enjoyed. So we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I decided I'll keep going. Why not? I might not go all the way through the investigation stage where I would reach a save point. I'd save any time, but, you know, to be continued. But... My leg! My leg! Thank you, Chris. I'll keep going. I'm all set up. I'm ready to go. I'm having fun. And the fact that you are interested in me to keep going, you know, it's enough inspiration for me. All right, here we go. Sorry, my nose keeps itching. It's annoying. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick?
Yo, how's everybody doing?
What do you think about performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah. Bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. I just out of instinct just said pretty sus. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just... Edgeworth is an innocent Larry. Yes, and we will prove it. Damn it. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Alright, some backstory here. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it!
Guilty! He did it!
Guilty! It was you! Thief!
Give the money back!
You're such a meanie. No one blah blah blah. Just admit you did it. You can't have the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you tomorrow.
He should be allowed in the re-ray race or on the library committee.
Give me my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you do something? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize! The only thing that belongs in that trial is evidence. In a trial. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles?
Little Edgeworth!
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry.
Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up on picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, so it looks like we need to go back to the boat shop. By the way, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out tonight as we continue our Ace Attorney journey. Ace Attorney journey. Kinda like it. Ace Attorney journey. So I guess let's go.
Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
All right. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I mean, we were just with him. Remember, we were like just with him. So that's probably why he's not at work. We just had trial that he was in. And we were just in our fucking shop, or our fucking office with him. Alright, here we go. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Him!
I don't know who's speaking right now, so... I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get it. I gotta get a voice.
hello. What might you be doing here?
I don't know. I don't like that. Hold on.
Out for a walk? The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I don't know if I'm sold on that. Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
Well, that is true, yes.
I don't like it.
But from what I saw of today's trial...
No, hold on.
But from what I...
No, that's the fucking judge.
But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Ho ho! What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Good, that'll give us time to come up with a fucking better voice than that. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright, let's see if we can go in the shop. Okay, here we go. Nobody's home.
Hello! Hello! Squawk!
Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello! Hello! Squawk!
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello! Hello! Squawk!
Jesus. Alright, I guess we can try and examine now. Let's examine the parrot. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. It doesn't look like he used his kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? No clues here. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228! Squawk!
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. What are the odds? It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Yeah, it's literally like the best clue we could possibly have. I'm sure we broke into his safe, but, you know. So did we get everything we need here? That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we'd better not. Maybe I'm supposed to leave and go somewhere else now that I have that clue. And I don't know for sure, but... Because now I have this. Get your revenge. Maybe I should take it to Edgeworth or something? Yeah, let's present it to Edgeworth and see what he thinks. You look as grim as always. He said it. Grim. He said grim. It's a moment. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about that class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor, anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. And you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we had all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright, I'm going to present what we found to Edgeworth. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What? What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Alright, we might be getting somewhere. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. Yes, the plot indeed thickens. Earthquake! The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Yeah, I imagine that would be pretty kind of terrifying. Claustrophobic for sure. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. It claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. Alright, here we go. The nightmare. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you. Ah! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! Warg! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But, that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Yes, there is. And that's Grossberg. Let's see if we can get out of Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg!
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, huh?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Sub.
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder...
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, huh?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course. The statute of limitations so close.
Yeah, this is the guy I don't... I don't have a voice I like. It's like I hear one in my head, but I'm not accurately doing it. I hear like fucking like King Kai or something. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney, without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it.
Oh shit! Hey, Matt! What's up, Matt? How's it going?
Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister!
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karmer's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karmer is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him.
Hey, Sloppy Joe! What's going on? Just playing some Ace Attorney. Been going for almost 2 hours, and the plot is thickening here. We're getting closer to the end of the 4th case. I'm doing it solo tonight, so I'm doing all the voices myself. And it's been pretty fun. It's been a smaller crowd tonight, but that's alright. We've had, people here in the chat.
Ooh, spicy.
Hanging out. Ooh, spicy. And we're just carrying on, so... Don't know how much longer I'll be going, but I appreciate you tuning in. How's your night going, Matt? Joe? How are you guys doing?
What?
Oh, I think I already read that.
The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I bought a new toilet, so great. Just great. Got a new toilet. Nice. I hope it's a nice toilet. Was it because you had to buy a new toilet? Or you wanted to buy a new toilet? I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother. That was your mother. Your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. The one who shot me was the bailiff.
Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
Oh.
Nasty turlet. Nasty.
Well, new toilet time. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was you see?
Or, no.
Everyone thought she was, you see?
Wait. Do I have merch? What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, there is a vexing... I don't even know what this is. I have a merch page? I didn't even know I had a command for merch. Oh, it just takes me to the donation thing, I guess. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't even know I had a merch command. Unless that's just an automatic thing that Streamlabs sets up. I was like, do I have merch? But I do we do have Vexing Hex merch. Yes, we do have koozies. I was like, shit, if I got merch, yeah, buy it. No.
Yes, now that I think about it.
But yeah, you can get a Vexing Hex koozie, among other things. We have new glow-in-the-dark shirts that are ready. We just haven't picked them up yet. And we have beanies coming too. Some Grim merch. Pretty sweet koozie. Yeah. Thank you, Sloppy Joe. I know you love them. Most awkward commercial ever, yeah. I just saw exclamation point merch and then an actual command, and I was like, what? Did I check the black square? I asked about? What? The black square. Oh, yes. Yeah, that was just on the... That was just on the preview. The shirt preview. Yeah, I think it was just like a mock-up picture that to just let people know kind of what it would look like. But yeah, thanks, because that would have sucked if it was like, oh, shit.
It seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you.
Okay, the story has gotten really fucking intense and like pretty deep and epic here. Like this case is a doozy.
But a possibility nonetheless.
I like how it calls back to a past case, you know? How are those glasses even helping that man? Yeah, exactly. Is this still the case where Edge would? Yes, Edgeworth is accused of the murder of Robert Hammond. Robert Hammond was the defense attorney who helped Yanni Yogi get a not guilty verdict, and Yanni Yogi is who was in the elevator here in the past. Edgeworth is seeming to think that he murdered his own dad in the elevator because it was dark. He threw a pistol. And he has these nightmares. So, and he heard a scream after, you know, it's seeming like he probably killed his dad on accident in the past. Okay, so yeah, the elevator thing I'm talking about happened 15 years ago. The case, what we're on right now, is on a boat, yes. He's accused of killing him on a boat because they were both on a boat together. But now we've raised points that it may have taken, that the murder may have taken place not on the boat, that it actually happened with the caretaker of the boat rental shop, that he killed Robert Hammond, then disguised himself as Robert Hammond, went on the boat with Edgeworth, shot the gun twice, missing, to alert people to look, then jumped in the water. Yeah. Basically to make it look like Edgeworth killed Robert Hammond. Yes, the crazy guy with the bird, yep. Is who... But Edgeworth is still being accused, you know. But we have pointed out the possibility that the caretaker could have been the murderer. And, suspiciously enough, the caretaker disappeared before he could be brought back in for questioning. Is there anything I need to do? Here, let's ask questions.
Ah, she was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did.
Huh? Sorry about what? I think I'll stay out of this one. This is getting deep, dude. Like, this case is... Because this is the last case of the game, except for the 5th case is like an added-on DLC. And that one is epic, too. It's really, really long, and we will do it after this one. But it was like added-on DLC. So this is kind of like the final case of the game. But the fact that it like calls back to an old case, you get a lot more Edgeworth backstory. You get to kind of know the history between Phoenix and Edgeworth, why they both became their respective defense attorney and prosecutor. It's just a very, very good case. So I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I guess I'll just ask about anything.
This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations.
Yeah, this guy's voice is like different every word I say.
However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident done will never be eased.
I'm not sure exactly where I'm supposed to go, but maybe I got what I needed to know. Wait, did I actually get anything from him? Anything new? Here, let's show this. Because I didn't really get anything new out of him. I feel like I needed to.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but his defended clients, he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Well, actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. Long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
I don't, to be honest. I don't. Maybe Yanni Yogi. Maybe Yanni Yogi. Maybe it was Yanni Yogi.
Yanni Yogi? You claim he wrote himself this letter, then followed his own instructions.
Oh, he is Yanni Yogi, yeah.
Perhaps Yabi Yogi.
Yeah.
What? Perhaps you'd think Mr. Yogi has a split personality,
I think that's definitely a possibility, yes?
No, I think not. I do not know this Yogi, in any case. There's no way I would recognize his handwriting.
Oh, right.
Yes, Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Well, Edgeworth didn't write it. So it must be Manfred von Karma? Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Huh? Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? This is getting even thicker, everybody. Manfred Von Karma. I mean, you knew he was a fucking evil motherfucker. Alright, maybe we can ask more about this.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know? Oh wait, but how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. What? I mean, those sound like awesome vacations. Going to Europe? Going to the mountains? Going to the sea? Sounds like a great vacation. I mean, you know...
In any case...
How's the weather over here? Kind of warm today. Sunny. But yeah, it was pretty hot today. But yeah, I mean, I guess warm.
I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
How about for you? 26 degrees in the UK. Okay, so I have a few other friends from the UK, and I occasionally talk to them about the weather. So I'm getting more used to the Celsius to Fahrenheit thing. So that'd be like 70 some for us. Is that right? 80 almost. Either way, that's hot, especially because the person I was talking with lives in the UK, and she was saying like that AC just isn't more of a usual thing. Oh, probably 90 in the room. Fuck. Okay, that is really hot. Oh, for 32, yeah. So I don't know if that's the case for you too, like air conditioning and stuff. Like for us, I think I saw on my phone the weather, like I saw 81 at least. I don't know, it may have gotten hotter, but I remember at one point in the day just looking at my phone briefly and it's saying 81 degrees. So it was pretty warm, but it sounds like it may have even been warmer for you, so. Damn! 2 fans in my room. Damn. Yeah, being hot, like, sucks. Because, like, when you're cold, you know, grab a blanket, throw on an extra layer or something. But when it's hot, yeah, I mean, I guess you can take clothes off, but you're still hot. And, like, especially if you're trying to sleep. Trying to sleep in heat is just fucking awful. So, yeah, I feel for you. I guess try and stay cool. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it! What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care! I know he's not guilty! I mean, it could have been an accident, though. Ooh. That sucks.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. Yeah, I agree. I love having the windows open too, but yeah, if it's not really coming in cool, you know, it's kind of pointless. But it is amazing when you got the windows open. Nice breeze coming in. Can't beat it. Okay, I'm gonna go... I really don't know what to do. Let's see. Oops. I don't like windows open at night. Moths. Oh yeah, moths. Yeah, that is the thing that sucks though, is yeah, bugs. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, so yeah, this was not the place to go. Can we go to criminal affairs? Yeah, here we go. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Yeah, that's not sus at all. Von Karma in the records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh, I need to examine. Uh-oh. Wait, where's my cursor? There we go. Well, let's examine the fucking open file. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Probably Von Karma. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Eek! It's weird seeing Von Karma from like a front-on angle instead of from the side when he's in the courtroom, usually doing this. Snapping. Von Karma!
You! How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. I guess we're gonna talk casually with Manfred Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father. Always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow's trial will be the last day of this trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Should I present something to him? Maybe I should present this letter. Wait! Yeah, we know it's his handwriting. Grossberg said it's his handwriting. We're gonna call you out, Van. We're gonna call you out, Von Karma. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
Yeah, he's just gonna take it and snatch it, you know? We better hold on to this thing tight. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh, shit! A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Oh, shit, we gotta get zapped!
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter.
No! No!
Whoa, what are you?
Nick, run! Ah!
Maya! Out of my way!
Wah! Dude, Karma is a bitch. Yes, Karma is a bitch. Yes. Yes. We just got fucking zapped. Ugh. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Can we go back and not give him the letter? Well, we could go back, but I am almost positive this is supposed to happen. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Wait, jumped? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop it. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh. Maya! Grr, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Alright, to be continued. Alright, so we actually went a whole nother hour, and we did our whole investigation here. So I believe all that's left of this case is tomorrow's trial. So we're going to wrap it up here, everybody. I'm glad we kept going. Thanks for the push there, Reese, for having me keep going. So all that's left is the trial, which hopefully not gonna finish. No, we'll save it for next time, and we might have a guest on next time. I did this one all by myself. I'm sorry. I like to, leave it on a cliffhanger, right?
So long, Bowser.
Yeah, thank you for the bits, Matt. Leave it on a cliffhanger. So yeah. Hopefully in one more stream we'll beat this case. And then it'll be the next one. So yeah. That was fun. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I know it's a smaller crowd tonight, but I still very much appreciate everyone who stopped by or watched the whole thing. Matt, Joe, Reese, Chris. Appreciate you all. And Road to Creations was here as well. Your new favorite. And anyone else who might be lurking. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We're making progress. We're making it through this case. It's pretty fucking epic. Okay? For anyone who has been following along with the story and shit, it's pretty epic, in my opinion. And hopefully next time we will finish it up. We'll wrap it up, get it solved, and hopefully prove the innocence officially of, fucking Edgeworth. So now, we're gonna do ourselves a raid. Should I raid Weird Paul? Or I could raid Apollyon. Apollyon? Alright, we are going to raid Apollyon. Part of our community. Friend of ours. He's streaming World of Warcraft. Currently got 8 viewers. On the road to affiliate. So go on over there if you have not already followed Apollyon. Please do. Please go over there. Let's help him get to 50 follows. And help him with that average view count. And hopefully before we know it, he too will be an affiliate. So thank you everybody for hanging out tonight for some more Ace Attorney. Like I said, hopefully next time we'll finish up that case. By the way, I hit 400 followers a couple nights ago, so thanks everyone for that. I'm planning a 400 follower celebration stream. I don't think it's probably not going to be this weekend because Shredfest is going on. In fact, Shredfest is going on right now, actually. But I don't want to... I think it'd just be best to wait. Yep. So, That was great. So I'm thinking maybe a week from Saturday, we'll do like a 400 follower celebration. My plan is to just stream for 400 minutes, which is like 6.5 hours or something like that. Do a variety of things. One of my ideas is to play Master of Puppets full album on Rocksmith straight through. Do some community online games, maybe do like a challenge of some sort. Maybe do a giveaway or something. I have some ideas, but I'm tentatively thinking next Saturday, a week from Saturday, and doing 400 minutes. So now I'm going to shut up, and we are going to rate Apollyon, everybody. What? Oh, something went wrong. That's weird. Never had that happen before. Alright, we're gonna try this again.
Oh, fuck. I can't
Something
believe
went
you've
wrong.
done this.
It does not want us to raid. I'll try it this way, I guess. Let me try doing it a different way. Sorry for the wait here, guys. Okay, I think it's working now. Well, I just did it in the chat. We're gonna raid Apollyon, everyone. He's a good friend, good part of the community. So let's go over there, hit the follow button if you haven't already. Help him get to 50 followers. Looks like he's playing WoW. I'm not sure if it's WoW Classic or WoW Retail, I guess, or whatever you call it. I'm guessing Classic, but I don't know. That Burning Crusade Classic. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Take care. And I'll see you guys next time. See you later.